Today, I wanted us to do a little bit of pelvic floor exploration, getting an idea of how much we can feel the different capabilities of our pelvic floor. So our pelvic floor goes from our pubic bone, so right here, back to our tailbone, back there, and our sits bone to sits bone. So sitting right there, sitting over there. And our pelvic floor muscles are super important. They help hold pee in, let pee out, hold poop in, let poop out. They're used for organ support and for sexual appreciation. And those muscles are in multiple layers, so when they are moving in a full range of motion, like when your bicep goes through a full range of motion, we should be able to feel a pull from front to back, side to side, coming together and in a little bit, like a lifting, like almost like a sucking up inward. So today we're going to see if we can feel what our body's doing with the help of a Pilates ball. If you don't have a Pilates ball, you can use a rolled up towel. You can use a half foam roller. Over there, you might notice a difference between something softer, squishier, like a partially deflated ball, versus a really firmer foam roller. So for this, you're going to sit on it directly in the middle. You're going to give a squeeze, just pulling in. Some people use the phrase like you're trying to hold in poop. That'll direct and make you feel it more towards the back. Some people will say like you're trying to hold back pee. That might make you feel your muscles more towards the front of the pelvic floor. Other people might cue you almost like you're picking up a blueberry or you're sucking milkshake up through a straw, and that'll get more of that inward and upward and deep. So I encourage you to use whatever identifies more with you. And so when we're doing this, just squeeze your pelvic floor muscles right with the ball kind of in the middle. So what I mean by that is having the ball apply pressure kind of evenly from front to back. Okay, just letting yourself feel what you feel. Do you feel it more towards the back, like towards the anus, more towards the front, like where the clitoris and the urethra are? Or do you feel it kind of sits bone to sits bone? Are you not sure? That's okay. And then I want you to play with position. You're gonna move the ball more towards the front. So when you have the ball towards the front, I don't want any pressure back towards the anus. I want the ball, or towel, whatever you're using at home, right up here. Now, when you're squeezing, can you feel more of a squeeze? Almost like your clitoris is nodding. If it wasn't stronger when you had it in the middle, can you feel it stronger now? Can you feel your anus? It's more like it's coming along for the ride, not so much like it's driving the movement. Move it towards the back. So now it's more towards the anus, no pressure up here. Can you still get this area to move down and forward? Or is it only the anus that you feel? So what are you feeling? Now ask yourself when it's back here, can you feel a better squeeze and pulling from your sits bone to your sits bone, almost like these two bones are moving towards one another? So this is just a fun way to kind of explore what your pelvic floor is capable of and using cues from something kind of outside your body to kind of help direct. And so if you find that you're having difficulty with one area more than the other, I find a lot of my patients have more trouble towards the front and they're leaking and they have a harder time feeling the muscles by the urethra and the clitoris, then I direct them to have the ball be more towards the front to help really cue them so they can feel what movement we're looking for when we are looking to move and gain full range of motion back of the pelvic floor. I hope that helps. If you have any questions or comments, let me know.